down to Dort. Down to Dort. This is Lee Dort, and I'm down to dunk. This is Lee Dort, and I'm down to Dort.
I'm Josh Giddey, and I'm down to dunk.
Hey, this is Kenny Hustle, and I'm down to dunk.
I'm Darius Baisley, and I'm down to dunk.
I'm Mike Muscala, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Kapoku, and I'm down to dunk.
I love cereal. Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cracklin Oat Bran.
Oh, I can have these. I'm gonna share with my team, but I'm gonna hog most of them.
Good morning and welcome to episode 10, 9 of Down to Dunk. You can find us on The Athletic and anywhere else you subscribe to your podcast. Go to theathletic.com/down to dunk and get The Athletic for 30% off. I am Luke, joined this morning by Andrew. Happy New Year. Yeah.
Slam through.
Hey, that's a new one, man. New year, new you.
New year, new me.
Taylor.
What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. But you didn't have to cut me off. Make it like it never happened and that we were nothing. And I didn't need your love. Slam through.
And Jay.
It's Jay.
Was that you swallowing coffee?
Who, me?
No, Luke.
No, I just was not prepared for your sudden cutoff of the song.
Well,
I didn't want it to end.
It's only been happening for about 5 years now. So, oh man, okay. The Thunder have had 2 good games, right?
Yeah, depending on what you are trying to do.
What are you trying to do, Jay?
I'm trying to get a top 3 pick.
Well, then it's been great, hasn't it?
It's been great.
Yeah,
It's been great. I feel like it's worth at least acknowledging that we're in this time void that is the space between Christmas and New Year. How universal is the weirdness of this week to everybody?
Is it? I've actually never noticed this week until this year, if that makes sense.
Oh, really?
Now, are you working, Taylor, this week?
Yeah, I was.
See-
working. I'm off today, but
That's part of it. So, in the rhythm of my work, we're always off. And so it's like, I haven't even watched a single play from, I watched the highlights after the games, but because of like staying up too late and waking up too late and doing literally nothing yet, somehow not having time, as I haven't been able to watch the Thunder games live, which has been okay because they're playing about a half G League squad. But yes, overall, this is ideal. To lose to the Kings is really ideal. I was listening to you and Alex yesterday talk about that and how that was a pretty substantial loss because of the Kings' inability to put together any sort of normal life roster, whatever. The fact that they would always be somebody that would have the chance to get up into that range. But yeah, it's been a good week for the Thunder fans for the goal of getting the best odds. But I think you're also right. You said this both Monday and Wednesday. It's to me, my confidence in getting in that bottom 3 is pretty low. I do think that they'll hover between 4 and 6 in the reverse standings. But man, with Detroit's they're really good at tanking. And then Orlando, obviously, and Houston is back to being bad. So it's kind of a bummer if you were hoping to be that bad. They just can't be that bad with Shea on this team. So, and Kenrich. So
Detroit is making so many dreams come true right now, Jay. Do you know how many people that never would have played in the NBA are getting a chance to play in the NBA right now because of Detroit? It's amazing.
Frank Jackson gets to start NBA games thanks to Detroit.
Thank you, Detroit. They're making dreams come true over there. That's the Disneyland of guys who are just on the precipice of the NBA.
Well, it's kind of the neat part about this whole, not that you ever want to say anything neats about this pandemic, obviously, but kind of the silver lining is the
Go ahead,
fact
though.
that the NBA is this. How many guys are getting their only chance to play in the NBA, like real minutes, because of the way they've done this roster reconstruction in the middle of the season? But, yeah, but it's made some odd basketball happen.
That's so neat. Such a neat thing about the pandemic. You're right.
That's exactly what I was trying to say.
You know what, though? I was thinking about this yesterday, Jay. Maybe Aaron Wiggins wouldn't find out that he could actually play basketball like this if it weren't for, COVID.
Yeah, they said, I think it was Ty Jerome told him before the game that they needed Maryland Aaron Wiggins tonight before the Suns game. So,
wow, I watched so much Maryland. I know exactly what that means.
right.
Yeah.
Huge turtle guy.
Old turtle.
Okay, so let's go through. We have a question from at Real Twice God, which I met at one of the games recently. What's up, dude? He says, what do you think some of the players' New Year's resolutions are? So we're going to give them New Year's resolutions. Okay.
Do you guys do New Year's resolutions?
I might this year.
There's a question at the end
Okay.
that asks that. So if you don't have one, you've got roughly 40 minutes to come up with one.
Not me. I'm leaving in
Podcast.
8 minutes.
But do you guys normally do them?
Yeah, I try to do something thematic for the year.
Like Marvel Universe.
I've got to I've just got to get healthier this year. And so part of that is my big resolution. So my wife, it's kind of my wife set the resolution last year to read, just become a reader, start reading more regularly. And she read like 32 books in the last year.
Really?
Yeah. So she just thought it was finally time for her to learn how to read. So it was just really impressive.
What kind of books does she read?
She reads primarily like fiction, like random, not romance novels per se, but just she really likes this author named Colleen Hoover. Anyway, I don't read any of the books she reads. So
Jay's reading like If You Give a Mouse a Cookie.
No, man, I read. It's probably why I don't get into reading, is most of the time I'm reading like really hard, not really hard, but like strategic or theology books. So anyway, I need to get healthier. That's my resolution, which is maybe not any of the Thunder's goal, actually.
Well, let's start at the top. Let's start with Shay. What should Shay's New Year's resolution be?
Just get some rest, man, in the next 3 months.
How about sitting?
Just sitting down.
Try sitting,
Wow,
Shay.
really?
Yeah.
Again, you want another end of the year with Shay sitting.
Maybe just every other game. Maybe just rest here and there.
They're really not doing bad at the standings. They could like do this the rest of the year and still end up where they want to be.
I'm not saying sit the rest of the year. I'm just saying sit a little here and there.
Maybe he should just sit down a little here and there on the court.
Take a load off.
Yeah. Shay's sitting down this play. Just sits at center court.
Anything else for Shay?
I mean, I think it's a resolution that's probably impossible with the current roster construction, but maybe be a little more selective in your 3-point shots.
Maybe shoot better than Dort from 3.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a resolution.
What do you want from him?
Because right now he's 28% from 3. And Dort is
34, 35%.
Yeah, but
he was over 40 last year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, what do you want from Shay? Do you want him to help you win games, or do you want him to sit? Because both of you want the opposite thing.
No, it's two. There's two different ones. If you are going to play.
Oh, okay.
I'd say hold back on your shooting percentage until next season.
Yeah.
I'd say just hold back on all shooting.
What if you just stop shooting? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has played 300 minutes without a shot.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
I don't have one for, I don't know, eat more like crappy food or something.
Yeah. Get a little chubbier.
Yeah, the opposite of Jay's.
Yeah, get chubby.
Get unhealthy.
Okay. Resolution for Dort.
Gosh.
Never take another 3 again in protest of, yourself for not keeping the streak alive.
I know that is sad that the streak died in Phoenix.
All streaks have to die, but there was something about this one that felt like maybe it doesn't have to die.
I know. I really thought it could continue.
Yeah.
He's had kind of a rough stretch recently. He seemed a little bit more out of control, especially against Phoenix.
You know what's a good resolution? Just keep that going. Don't change.
Stay out of control. You see what you did in Phoenix? Just that.
Yeah.
Just stay that. No, I mean,
We're still gonna pay you, man. Just be you.
yeah, we'll just pay you less though because you've been super horrible the last part of the season.
No.
What would you pay Dort? If there was-
$35 million a year.
Come on, Jay.
I don't know. I'm so bad at this because I don't know what like the running normal rates are for guys. Like I'd have to go back and look at some contracts from last year. I think he deserves anywhere between 12 and 17, 18 a year.
Well, I hope that you're not Dort's agent because I think
You think 20?
yeah, I think he probably will get between 17 and 20 would be my guess.
Here, y'all keep doing resolutions. I'll go look at last year's free agents.
Okay. Josh Giddey. Resolutions for Giddey.
I wish I
Get the triple double, bro. Get the triple double.
get it.
Yeah, when is that timeline over? Like when
Stat
does
check.
he age out of it?
Let me check out my guy, my Happy New Year guy.
Yeah, just get the
See
triple double.
how old he was.
Although he did have that what's it, the scoregami? He had 0 points, 10 assists and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, that I couldn't believe he was the first player to ever have that.
Not the first. It's the first since the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's the first
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It is weird. I feel like he could stat chase. I feel like he's at that point in his career. He's proven himself. Just go get the stats, Giddy.
Yeah,
But it's Skittles, man.
it is Skittles.
It's fine.
Gotta let him have some Skittles. So the LaMelo Ball
Happy New Year.
is the youngest player in NBA history to record a triple double at 19 years and 140 days. And Josh,
He's going to be pretty close to that.
it's good.
right now.
It's getting closer every day, actually.
Oh, you're right.
Oh man, this is a bad sign. When I type Josh into Basketball Reference, he doesn't even come up.
There's been a lot of Joshes.
I know, but it's not. I don't like that.
Josh Smith, Josh.
So he's at
Wow.
19 years and 82 days.
Oh no. He's only
So,
got like 60 days.
He's got 2
left.
months left. So get the triple double. Get the triple double.
Do you think he can?
Yes.
Do you think he will?
Absolutely. I actually do think he will. He's got 2 months to do it.
He's
Oh,
got
yeah.
close, really close twice now, right?
Yeah. Really close that once. He had 8
Yeah.
points in the third quarter and just needed 2 points. He will have a game where he does it.
He's gonna break through this wall,
I worry that he won't.
It's possible he won't, but I think he will. Unhandy Train on the chat wants to know, where is Luke at?
I'm in my bed.
All right.
I'm in my bed.
You didn't even get out of bed.
Dude, why get out of bed? Where am I going to sit?
What?
What are you talking about?
He doesn't have anywhere to sit.
What do you want me to go? What do you want me to do?
Are you in Stillwater or in Oklahoma City?
Okay, see.
You need to get yourself. I mean, you got this new pad, man. It's time for you to get yourself like a
You don't have a couch?
laptop.
I do have a couch, but I don't want to get up.
There you go.
Where
There it
do you
is.
want me to sit?
The bed is I get a new bed shipped today from Mathis Bros.
I just shipped my bed.
I shipped my bed.
All right. Darius Baisley, New Year's resolutions.
Uh,
Oh gosh.
I don't have freaking resolutions for these
I
guys.
think for him, as I would say, is create in yourself contentment. Because
Ooh,
the bench is your place. The bench is your friend, Darius.
I would agree with that. Yeah, do less also would be a
Do
good.
less. Do less.
New
That's a
Year's
good one. Those sound like real, like
we
this is
want
what
him,
people would actually try to do.
we
Yeah.
want him to do less. What do you mean?
I want him on the official Jeremy Grant plan from when Jeremy got to OKC. Come off the
Oh.
bench.
yeah.
You're a backup center.
Do less.
You block shots. You take open shots, and
And
you
you
dunk
dunk.
the ball, and that's it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Under
Hey
no
boys,
circumstances are you
I-
running a pick and roll or anything like that. Are you
This
leaving,
is-
Jay? What's your
this is
new
all I
resolution,
got, man.
Jay?
it really is get healthy, man. I've gotta lose some weight. I gotta get into better shape. The pandemic put on my choices during the pandemic put on way more weight than I needed to. So gotta lose some weight. So I'm gonna try to hit the first month here real hard and then stabilize throughout the rest of the year is the goal. I turned 40.
Right.
I turned 40 on April 24th. And so the goal,
Whoa!
I know the goal is to lose 40 pounds by 40. So, it's not crazy, but
You got this, Jay.
probably a little over ambitious, but we got this.
Hey, Jay.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.
Year.
Happy New Year, J-Mon.
See ya.
Bye,
ya.
J-Mon. Get healthy.
All right.
Get your mind right.
Is there anybody else that just sticks out where you're just like, I really have a resolution for this specific player? Olivier Sarr. You a big Olivier
I
Sarr
do think
guy?
about him quite often. Quite oftenly.
You have one for Jeremiah Robinson Earl?
More facial hair, I think, for him.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. I think he could be a guy with a beard.
Yeah, he needs the mustache.
Yeah, for real.
Grow a mustache.
Oh,
Resolution.
he could be handlebar mustache guy. There's something
could be.
about him. Does he kind of have, now this might be a stretch. Does he kind of have Rick Fox vibes to you a little bit?
I like the way he looks.
A little bit.
A little bit. Yeah.
Like Rick Fox. Do you remember when the first time you saw Rick Fox with a full beard?
Yeah.
It looked great. He looked very handsome. It was surprising.
He's a good looking man.
And I think JRE has that same facial structure, skull skull structure. Where if he had a full-on beard, I think it'd be very handsome.
Okay. Get more handsome, Jeremiah.
I think that the whole Thunder, all of them, should have a beard year. They all grow beards.
I don't disagree. I think Giddey specifically can and should grow a beard.
Do you think he can grow a beard? Does he just
I have
keep it?
100% confidence that he could grow a beard.
You see it
Yes.
up close?
Yes.
So he keeps that stuff shaved
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Wow.
He does. So
I'm calling it Thunder beard year.
it's beard year.
Beard year.
I had beard year. I've had beard year about 4 years ago, and I just kept it. So
I love it. It's a good look for you, man. Really good.
I like right now. It's right now. I've got a lot of beard. I've grown it out.
Kenrich Williams resolution.
Hmm.
I resolve for Kenrich to be on a contender.
Can I tell you a story?
Yeah.
Yesterday I was going to pick up my daughter from my dad's house, and we were talking about the Thunder, and he was like, this was so weird to me, but he said, that guy Williams, I haven't seen him much, and it took me so long to figure out who he was talking about because
That
I
guy
never call him Williams.
No one does.
No one calls him
I've never heard
Williams.
anybody call him Williams.
Yeah. And so I was like, who is he talking about? And he had to describe his
His
the
hair.
little hair, the mullet thing.
Yeah. Lunch
I was
lady
like,
cut.
oh, Kenrich. He's like, oh, is that his first name? Like, are you the only entire person in the Thunder fan base who thinks of him as Williams and not as Kenrich?
I think that we're so locked in on like the Thunder sickos and like being a Thunder sicko ourselves that
Yeah.
that there are probably a lot of people that just see the name Williams on the back of his jersey and be like, oh, who's that Williams guy? Oh, I like that Williams guy.
Yeah.
You know, I bet you there's a lot of people that talk like that, and we are too far gone,
Yeah,
To-
that's true.
you know, to understand that part of Thunder culture.
Yeah, he's like, I like that Williams kid. He really gets in there and bumps him around. I was like, what a funny point of view to have as a Thunder fan.
Kenrich sprained his ankle against the Suns, so he'll be out. He was at least out for the rest of the Suns game. I don't know how severe it is. I don't know what that looks like for him to play tonight against the Knicks. But yeah, I think it's time, honestly, for him to be traded to a good team. I do. I would love to have him on this team, but I do think that he helps too much.
Do you feel you're starting to feel bad for him?
No, it's not. I just think that he is counter to the goals of the team.
Oh,
this
I
year.
see.
Like what he does is not conducive to having the fourth best odds.
So this is still for you.
This is a selfish move.
Yeah, this is not for Ken.
Just for me. Yeah.
I'm with you on that, though. I think as fans, everything we do, every opinion we have about the team should be for us.
That's what it's all about, baby.
No, and I said for us, not for Russ. Because there's still a lot of
It's for
fans out
Russ.
there that still think it's about Russell Westbrook for some reason.
Yeah, those poor people.
It's a lot of Thunder Russ fans.
Man,
still.
the Thunder Russ fans, feel free to let go at any point because it was exhausting defending Russ when he was here. Now it's even harder. It's a tough job.
Yeah.
It's a tough job. Let some Lakers fans take the wheel.
Yeah, let them have it.
Yeah.
Just enjoy that we got the best years of Russ.
Yeah.
And you know what? You can accept reality.
The
Russ-
problem is I don't see any Lakers fans that are defending him.
No, you're right.
They're
It's
the
just
attackers.
defending him.
Oh man, I'm seeing a lot of skin right now.
I'd like
A
to
lot of
see more.
skin. That's my hand where I'm holding the phone. Sorry.
It is a weird look.
It looks like a butt.
It does.
It's not a butt. It's my hand.
It looks like a butt.
It's
Definitely.
not a butt. It's not a butt.
This is the weirdest YouTube stream ever.
It's not a butt, I swear.
I didn't know we were streaming this.
Oh my god.
Luke, drop some nipple or something.
We are-
It's not a butt.
It's not a butt.
Oh no. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
I don't have anything for Paul Watson. I'm sorry. I hope he has a really
Happy New Year.
but I don't have anything for Paul.
Does he wear glasses?
Paul Watson? Not that I've seen, but
Maybe
maybe
that should be it. Paul Watson seems like a glasses name.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish I wore glasses.
You can. I've been thinking about it.
I think it would make me a better lawyer.
100%.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Because you can take them off and gesture with them in really ways that I think really drive home your point.
Yeah.
Like
point-
right then when I made that, I'd take them off and point with them, and you guys would be like, "Wow."
That is a strong move. Andrew just did it in person, and it was
They're all crooked.
poignant. Yeah, that's the only thing with glasses. If they are crooked,
If they're crooked, you're instantly crazy.
yeah, instantly zero credibility.
Well, yeah, because everyone thinks you just shagged like Austin Powers.
Yeah.
That's what happens when he gets shagged, or he is extremely randy.
That's
He's
true.
extremely randy. Aaron Wiggins, who has had a very
Oh,
good 3-game stretch.
yes.
Very good. I resolve for him to just get more minutes. Like give the guy more minutes, keep the starting spot, continue to build on what you've started here. Because he has played very well. His defense has been good to great. His offensive production has been surprising. We do have a question from Twitter about him that I think it's I think there's actually two in here. We'll go ahead and answer those. So this is from at me love Thundamo. At me love Thundamo. Wiggins is getting a lot of buzz. Is it a case of someone has to score, or is it sustainable when winning basketball comes back? What should we be looking for to know if it's real? So I think, clearly him scoring 20 points plus is someone has to score the points. He's not going to be a 20-point scorer, at least for now. He's not. He could grow into that. You can't. It's hard to limit guys. Look at what Desmond Bane is doing right now for Memphis.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He was pretty good last year as a rookie, and he has grown into like a legitimately good NBA player. So I'm not going to limit what he can be in the future, but I would say, like, let's give this 3 weeks of him playing 20 plus minutes per game. And if he does that, and he's still able to do things like this, then I would say it's probably pretty real. Right now, it's early. Teams don't know who he is. Teams don't know what he can do. When teams start to take away the things he can do, what's his counter? That's when you learn how good players are. This is why rookies aren't good, by the way. If you think, like, why is Josh Giddey slowing down as a scorer? Well, it's because they've learned what he does and they've taken it away. Mm-hmm. That's what teams do. This is how good NBA teams are. And this is how many people work for NBA teams. Like, there's the job of like a film guy is to look at what everybody does in the league and say, here's how we can take away what he does. And so they're going to do that with Aaron Wiggins at some point. And so what does he do? How does he react whenever that happens to him?
The good thing is, like, you can look at how Dort dealt with that and kept his minutes in that and on the team when he was, trying to break into that squad.
Mm-hmm.
Was he'd have bad offensive games, so he'd just be the most ferocious defender he could be, and that kept him on the floor, and that kept him getting minutes, so he could actually figure it out in games.
Yeah,
and you kind of see that with Wiggins too, right? Like, he'll get a steal and go on a fast break in no time.
Yeah.
And that's one way to keep minutes, to keep coach liking you, to make sure that you can figure it out if they start taking that away.
Yep.
Even Giddey to some point has really tried hard on defense and has worked on that all season. And you can see a difference, like, from now compared to the start of the year. It's like a different defender.
It's broccoli. That's how you stay on the court. You just eat your broccoli, you stay on the court. Yeah, another Aaron Wiggins question from at token BK1. If Wiggins maintains his current level of play for another 2 to 3 weeks, does that seal a Kenrich trade? I would hope that a Kenrich Williams trade is not dependent on Aaron Wiggins and what his career looks like. I would hope that it's more centered around how can we make this team worse this year so that we can seal top 4 odds, should be the goal. Like, it's not impossible to get to the 3rd spot. I think it's going to be really difficult, but I think realistically a goal is to be in that 4th spot again. And you just hope that the odds are better for you, or that whatever, your luck is better in the lottery. And then he says, also compared to other young prospects who failed with OKC, Perry Jones, Jeremy Lamb, Terrence Ferguson, Cameron Payne, do you like Wiggins' chances as a decent role player?
Yeah, I think so.
Certainly more than Perry Jones and Jeremy Lamb. Those guys always just didn't bring it. When they came off the bench, yes, they have way more talent than Aaron Wiggins does. But they never had like that fight or that energy or the fire that Aaron plays with.
And that's what we're talking about too in the NBA is, okay, you have a bunch of talent and you can get some minutes to start your career. But when teams figure it out, do you have the other part of it?
Yeah.
Where you can figure out, how do I keep going with my game? Like, you did not arrive when you make it to the NBA,
Yep. Yeah.
You arrive with how you respond in the NBA.
Yeah. Perry never made it. He just never made it. He's trying to make a comeback now from the G League. It's still not going to work
Trying to sell Luke PlayStations.
Right. So Luka PlayStation.
Dude, I'm so glad I didn't trust him.
It's a good thing you didn't. You'd be out some dough, man.
Would be out some dough.
Ferguson, I would maintain that Terrence Ferguson, the off the court stuff was like the biggest thing for him.
Yeah.
And if he were able to not, I think he could be in the league still and be playing for somebody. Now, he never developed any sort of skill game or a handle or anything like that, which is a problem. And Wiggins has definitely more shake with the ball than Ferg ever did. But just as like a purely catch and shoot guy, good defender, athletic, like he should have made it. And then Payne didn't make it here because he got hurt.
Yeah. And then Alex Abrinas like probably could have made it too. If he
Should
didn't have
have made it
yeah.
if he didn't have the problems that he had.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
wow, you have to have a lot of luck. You don't have to just have the talent and the
it's not
the drive. You kind of have to have the rest of your life working out in a way that
the league
lets
is
you do that.
the league is so difficult. It is so difficult to make it and to stay, especially as a role player. Because if you think about it,
Yeah.
like most of these guys get like 10 minutes, 15 minutes a night. You touch the ball. And this was what's good about this team is that you actually do touch the ball a lot more. But in some situations, like especially playing with Westbrook, you touch the ball 4 times.
Yeah. And he expects them to be assists.
Yeah. And you better make it.
Yeah.
At least you better make 2 of those shots out of 4, or at least 1 out of 4.
Yeah.
And if you don't, the amount of pressure that's on those kind of guys is a lot.
You even see it on a team like the Thunder right now.
Yeah, in the NBA team.
Yeah.
You get the ball, like if you're playing 10 minutes a night, think about Poku.
Yeah.
Like Poku is like a great example of that right now. Poku doesn't play much. He plays 15 minutes a night. Hold on, man, mute yourself.
Okay.
He plays 15 minutes a night. He gets how many chances to score?
Right.
It's not many.
Right.
And it's like you better make your shots. Like
And
your shooting percentage is atrocious right now. Like you're shooting 34% from the field.
And at the same time, it's picking, okay, is this my opportunity or should I swing this? Is this my opportunity or should I just go set a pick and get out of the way because that's shit?
It is
this
so difficult. It
That
is
is
so
tough.
difficult. All right, Trey Mann.
What are we doing?
Resolutions. Still doing resolutions. We'll wrap up here in a second.
Trey Mann, I don't know. Fully bleach the head. Full bleach. Full blonde.
I still resolve same thing for Christmas for him. I want him to just go wild for a quarter.
Yeah.
Just go wild. Do your thing, Trey Mann.
This is it, Trey.
Poku.
Oh man. Get into more, you did the Poku packs, you understand kind of the what do you call the bag industry? I don't know.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Let's get into some like suitcases now.
Bigger
Let's have a
bags.
set. Yeah, bigger bags.
One that still attaches to you.
Maybe he could invent a suitcase that attaches to you, and we'll call it a backpack or something like that. Something wacky like that.
Oh, I'd like that.
He needs to go sleeping bag.
Oh, sleep.
Poku sleeping bag.
Oh,
I would buy
wow.
a Poku sleeping bag.
Poku night bag pack. Do you pack it up and bring it with you, or you just leave it in the closet?
Maybe one that fits and folds into a fanny pack.
Yeah, that would be cool. Sleep anywhere.
Yeah, sleep anywhere. Poku. All right. That's all I've got for
Okay.
that. All right, let's take a quick break and then we'll head into Tayshawn's factoid.
No, then we'll go into Twitter questions.
And we're back from that quick break. You don't have a factoid?
No, it's New Year's Eve, man. I thought I don't want to take up too much time.
All right.
Let's share this space.
All right,
together.
L-Man, you ready for some TQs?
I have a deep dive.
Oh, you do? Well, let's dive deep.
I do. I found my favorite Thunder Reddit post of the year, and I wanted to share it with you guys.
Okay.
And it was like, it's a new post. Like, it came in right in time for the new year.
Wow.
I know. Hold on. Let me find it. Okay, found it. It is from the Thunder subreddit, and it is. There are emojis all over this thing, so I will I won't include the emojis unless you want me to. Do you want me to?
Yes, I want you to.
Yeah, you can.
Oh no. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. This whole thing.
Oh no. Hello?
Yes, Luke.
You've never left us. Is this a bit?
Luke? Okay.
I'm sorry. What happened?
Oh, hello.
I'm sorry. Could you guys still hear me?
Yes.
I couldn't see or hear you.
We heard you fart too.
No, say it didn't. So, okay. I'm sorry. Do you want to hear the Reddit post? Do you want me to include the emojis or not?
Yes.
You do? Okay, I will.
Absolutely. Yes, please.
Okay. I'm just gonna go so that if I can't hear you guys, I'm just gonna keep going because it sounded like I could keep going.
Yes.
Okay. Here we go. It says, I, sitting down crisscross emoji person, was watching eyeball emoji, the Suns sun emoji game, and the post title is, do we have the sexiest team in the league? I was watching the Suns game, and every time I saw JaVale McGee, I couldn't help but notice how friggin' cuss face emoji ugly he is. Tongue out emoji. AD eyes emoji does the same thing to me. Then I got to thinking emoji, is there anyone, both hands up emoji, on the thunder emoji this ugly? I can't think of anyone. Poku llama emoji is probably the ugliest, but he just kind of looks like an alien emoji. He's not really ugly. Angel emoji. Most players in the league are pretty handsome. Water emoji, fire emoji. But every team has at least one guy who looks like a half-melted Reese's cup. Sun emoji. Shay, like leaf emoji, and Giddy, Australian flag emoji, look like supermodels. Exhausted emoji, wave emoji, tongue out emoji. Dort Castle emoji is hot AF, and so is Wiggins. Barbershop pole emoji. So I ask, do you all think we have the sexiest heart eyes emoji team in the NBA basketball emoji? If not, who's sexier? Two thinking emojis.
Oh my gosh.
And I
much
really liked it.
Emoji.
I think we need more Thunder Reddit posts like that.
Are there comments to this? Are there many comments to the post?
Hold on, yes, there are comments, but however I took a picture of it.
Oh, okay.
And so I don't have all the comments, but there were, and they were very good.
Wow.
Luke, you were really good at dictating what the emoji was that quickly. Like, it sounded like you were reading whatever
Yeah,
the name emoji.
That was quite impressive. You guys have a favorite emoji that you like to use?
The kind of wacky face one that's like one eye's bigger than the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that's really going wild.
What's that?
That one?
Oh yeah. Like, there's going wild. Like,
I would call that the crazy face emoji.
yeah, I like crazy face. Let me see what my most used ones are. I do like I do like the kissy lips one because I think it's really disgusting for some reason.
I have a tag team of emojis that I like. One is the green, like vomit in his mouth emoji,
Yeah.
and then pair that with the actual vomiting emoji.
which is green.
It's
Vomit.
coming out green,
Yeah.
but those two are very good together.
Agreed.
I think they were made to be used that way.
They're doing their job. They're very good.
All right. Ready for some TQs? Oh man.
Born ready. Born ready.
All right.
Twitter questions.
Okay, our first Twitter question comes from @TheElephantKing, who says OKC could be a revolving door of players as its bevy of draft picks is used over the next several years. Many on the current roster won't be with the Thunder when they hit their primes. Who are the most likely to break out with a new team and be the one that got away?
I'm afraid that we're going to do this. I was thinking about this earlier when you were talking, Andrew.
Yeah.
What if we trade away? We just do this with so many players, right? It's Kenrich, maybe. And then next year, it's like, oh, crap. Is it time to trade Wiggins? He's too good, and he's not like a guy to ride forward with. And then 3 years from now, we look back and we're like, oh, my God, if we kept those 3 players that we traded away because we were trying to be bad, we would be so good right now
Mhm.
because the collection of everyone together would be something special.
It's true. There will be these players.
Yes.
This will happen inevitably. They have too many picks. They have too many players right now that are helpful. It's inevitable that we will look across the league and say, wow, remember when that guy was on the Thunder, he's starting for whoever now, the Celtics or whoever. That is undoubtedly going to happen, but the goal remains the same. The goal is to get high level players, like get a top 10 level player in the NBA on this team. And they don't have that guy right now. They don't. And so those are the guys that matter. There are a lot of guys in the league that are going to be good, that are going to help other teams. There are very, very few players that actually matter when it comes down to it.
Where are you putting Shea right now?
When it comes to winning and losing, I think he's probably top 30.
Ooh, I thought you were going to say at least top 20.
I mean, there's a lot of good players in the league. I'd have to go through it, to say with certainty that he's top 20. He might be. I'd have to do a real exercise to see where he is. But
jumping jacks.
I feel safe saying he's top 30. Yeah, do some jumping jacks, half jacks.
Yeah.
Top 25. He's probably that. But it's not impossible that he becomes a top 10 player. I don't think that that's out of the question for him. He's still growing. He's still learning. He's gotten better this year, even. I don't know his shooting percentages say he hasn't, but I think he's gotten better. So, but the fact remains they want to get one of those guys in the draft in the next couple of years. And if you have the goal was never let's get a collection of good players and try to be good. It's let's try to get 1 to 3 top players in the league so that we can try to make another run. That's the goal. So you're going to have players that move on that are good. That's just inevitably going to happen. It didn't happen a ton in the first era because they kind of had trouble getting players on the margins.
Yeah.
But perhaps they figured out some stuff with players on the margins, and if they have, then they're going to lose good players.
Yeah.
So who's it going to be?
That we're going to lose, it's going to be good?
Yeah.
Ones that got away? I think Kenrich could definitely be one of those guys, certainly. And there'll be more guys on this roster. Look at the Sixers. The Sixers had to cycle through a lot of different players to continue to tank. And there's players like Rashawn Holmes is a starter in the league now. He was a process Sixer. Robert Covington is a player that contributes at a high level in the NBA. He's one of those guys. Dario Saric is a guy that he's out for this season, but he'll be back next year and he'll be an impactful player next year. there's just a lot of those type of guys out there. Christian Wood was a process sixer for a cool minute, So that will happen to the Thunder too. Anytime you go through a process like this, you're going to have guys on your team that you kind of wish that you had kept.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to our next Twitter question. And it says, it's from @AboutToDunk, who says, personality fit aside, if Denver came to you as OKC GM and basically asked you to take MPJ into cap space, would you do it? What picks would need to be involved either direction?
I mean, Michael Porter Jr. is a crazy talent. I think there would have to be a pick coming from OKC, especially if they're not giving back a player that helps now. But theoretically, because of the Thunder's cap situation, you could do Kenrich for MPJ.
Really?
Like Kenrich and a pick for MPJ. That's not going to happen. Denver's not doing that. He still has superstar potential, and the back stuff it's very, very concerning. It was concerning starting his career. It's the reason that he fell in the draft was the health issues, and the fact that he's out for as long as he's going to be is very, very concerning. But I mean, you take a swing. Like, this is part of the reason that you put yourself in this situation is to have the opportunities to do this. Now, Denver's not going to do this, but I would do it. Just what else are you doing with your cap space right now? That's going to be what can you do with your cap space that is more valuable than this would be my question.
Well, and this would happen this year, right?
Yeah.
So then you'd still be bad this year.
Still
so then you could have a top pick and have Shea, MPJ, Dort, top pick. That's not bad. That's pretty good.
I would do it. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, Kenrich for MPJ, straight up.
Done. All right, let's move on to our next Twitter question. It comes from @RedSoxRebert, who says, per the Al Baby Cakes and Andrew K. Select Pod yesterday, how many more years do we have to go without getting a top 5 pick until you say, screw it, let's trade these picks for players and see what we can do? What's your personal breaking point? I think I give it 2 more years.
2 more years.
I mean, if they don't get a top 5 pick in this next draft, I think a lot of people will just be like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are we trying so hard to be bad? And it's not working. And we've ended up with a 6th pick 2 years in a row.
And I do kind of understand the argument of, people that are like, if you're going to tank.
Yeah.
Do it then. If you're going to tank and you want a top 3 pick, do what the Sixers did.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to really kind of like guarantee yourself that thing, because you can screw yourself for, multiple years in a row by having a little bit, just a couple too many wins.
Yeah.
And then it does kind of feel like, why did we do that then?
Yeah. Because, I mean, they could end up with like 3 top 50 guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then you're kind of where you were before you traded all your guys.
Or it's like, you tank 3 years in a row, and what if your picks are the 6th pick, the 8th pick, and the 9th pick? Then it's like, why did we do this?
Yeah, that would be very, very bad.
Yeah,
that'd be very bad. That's why I'm on I was kind of on the fence about trading Kenrich. Now I'm just like full on, like they just need to do it.
Yeah, I'm with you now. Now I'm too scared of not getting a top 3 pick.
Yeah. I mean, you have to do everything you can, in my opinion, to get there. Like, you just have to. Next question, man.
All right, our next Twitter question comes from @JJ_05__, who wants to know, would you rather have Poku that could average 25, 8, and 4 year over year on a nightly basis, or the number 1 pick in the upcoming draft?
Number 1 pick, upcoming draft.
Give me Poku. Give me
Superstar
Poku.
Really?
How much fun would Superstar Poku be?
I feel like I'd get over it.
What do you mean?
He's
7 foot wing
Yeah.
that can kind of do it all.
Mm.
If he puts it together, I think it would be unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
He's offering it to you. JJ _ 05 _ is offering it to you.
Luke, what was the stat line again?
28, 8, and 4.
25, 8, and 4.
25, 8, and 4. Yeah.
On what percentages and what usage rate?
Let's say it's good percentages. Who cares what the usage?
What kind of
rate is?
usage are we talking here?
It's gonna have to be high for him to score 25 points a game.
I mean, are we talking in the 30s?
Probably, let's say 27% usage rate.
Okay. For 25 points. Let's see.
How many players are scoring 25 points a game right
Are
now?
these primarily pull-up points out of a pick and roll? Or how's he scoring here?
How many players are scoring 25 or more points per game in the league today?
Do you want me to guess?
Yes.
11.
You're very close. It's 12.
12.
If he's one of 12,
Yeah, that's a big deal.
you have to take that.
Mhm.
The Thunder don't have a guy that scores 25 points a game right now.
How many blocks per game is he getting at the same time?
2.
Oh, okay. That does actually change something
Yeah.
for me.
I think he would average 2 blocks a game if he played a significant amount of minutes. Even now, I think he would. But here's the list
Okay.
of guys that score 25 points per game. Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Giannis, Trae Young, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell. That's the list.
Wow. Can't believe DeRozan's on there.
DeRozan's been
He's been so good.
good. He's averaging 26.8 points per game.
Did anyone did anyone that wasn't a Bulls fan think that these players were actually going to work like this?
No, not even Bulls fans could have predicted this.
No. You know what? Donovan, dude. We knew he was a good coach.
He's a good coach.
We
He's a
knew
good
it.
coach. Players that aren't scoring 25 points per game: Karl-Anthony Towns, John Morant, Damian Lillard, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, Anthony Davis.
Wow. John Morant isn't scoring 25. What's he at?
24.5.
Oh, I'm going to round that up. That's 25.
Does 5 round? Does 5 does round up?
Yeah, 5 rounds up.
Isn't that crazy that there's only 12 guys, though?
Yeah, that is kind of crazy. Is that this year, though? Is that pretty normal? I feel like there were more guys than that last year.
Well, let's take a look.
Okay. Let me guess.
Yeah, guess.
How
20.
many?
Remember, scoring was like way up last
Way
year.
up. That's what.
I
So
say there were 20.
Okay.
25.
There's 17. L-Man wins. Closest to the
Oh.
pin.
F you.
Guys that are not on the list this year. De'Aaron Fox was scoring 25 points per game last season.
Yeah.
Kyrie Irving, who still could be one of those guys. Zion Williamson
Ooh.
could be one of those guys.
This is kind of a sad list.
It is. Dame was 28 points per game last year.
Mm-hmm.
What about the prior year? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Let's go back 2 years. How many guys were scoring 25 points 2 years ago?
I still take number 1 overall.
It was 14. Who do you want?
I want Smith. Jabari Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Because I know he's the most, I don't know how you'd say it, the most normal good basketball player out of the 3 of them. The less freakish. The
yeah.
least amount of freak in
Good
his game.
shooter. Really good shooter.
He just looks like really solid and really just talented. He looks like your traditional talented number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm tired of freaks. I can't do it anymore. I can't do Chet. If we had the number 1 overall and we took Chet, I understand what you're going to say and what everyone says. I personally just can't do it. I can't taste it.
We're getting Chet.
I can't do it.
Book it.
Chat time.
Book it.
Chet time.
Hey guys, our last Twitter question of the year 2021 is from @Deluge Data, who wants to know, what are your New Year's goals for 2022? What is / are the steps you're going to do to achieve them? Happy New Year! Yeah! I like this question because it doesn't only ask us what they are, but it asks, what are we going to do to make them happen?
Oh man, you have any resolutions?
I do. I guess I do. I'm not really a big resolutions guy. I would like to work out a little bit more, but that's not really like a set one. My new place has a gym in the basement
Ooh,
that I have not used yet, but I plan to.
nice.
Getting swole. And then
Getting swole.
and then the other one is last year I set a goal of like a work goal.
Yeah.
Of like I won't share specifically what it was, but I found it very effective in making me work hard. And so I've set a new goal for myself with regards to my work.
Wow. Last year is what worked at romantic entanglements with clients.
That was not it.
Oh, is that this year?
That is not a good way to make money and have a good reputation as a divorce attorney.
So the opposite.
Opposite.
Do you nag your clients?
It's no emotion.
No emotion. Yeah. That's
What
probably-
can you tell us
probably
what
right.
worked though, or no?
I set a monetary amount I would like to make.
And it worked.
I found it very effective.
So that means it worked.
It worked
Wow.
It's awesome.
because how I would get yeah.
You don't have
It
to
was
get
very-
into specifics, but was the goal like a little bit beyond what you were expecting it to be? Like, did you set one that felt a little unattainable?
I set one that I thought was attainable, but I thought that I would have to work much harder than I had worked the year before to attain.
Hmm.
And so, and then I worked harder, and I did good. I was a good boy.
Good boy.
Good boy. You have any goals,
I was trying to think.
resolutions?
I don't know. Just not not surviving things. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like I've just been surviving things, and so
Yeah.
there's been a lot of lack
Yeah.
in some areas of my life. So I'm not gonna treat things that way anymore, where I'm just okay. Last year it was like this. Oh well, it's COVID. Well, crap. I guess I'll just
Just got to get through it.
just get through it.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Drink all the time, eat whatever, go
Yeah.
on walks, whatever it takes to get through it. And now it's like, oh, you really can't just do that all the time, because now it's coming up on 2 years. that
Yeah.
It's been like that. So I think it's more of like a mindset of just accepting whatever is happening
Yeah.
and not letting that determine how you treat yourself and your life.
Yeah.
And whatever's going on.
You gotta stop surviving. You gotta start thriving.
Exactly.
That's exactly right, L man. Thrive.
Good boy.
Good boy, L man.
Be a good boy.
My wife and I
Weave.
have been going to the gym pretty frequently, and we'd like to go to the gym probably 4 or 5 days a week in the year 2022. So we want to do that.
5 days a week.
Yeah,
Wow.
Dang.
we had done 5 days a week for like 2 months.
Dang. You get beefy.
I'm gonna get beefed.
Beefed up, dude.
And then we're going to read through the Bible. We're leading a group actually to do that. So there's some accountability with that. I think a lot of people make that goal, and then like January 4th hits and it's like, I'm already behind.
I'm
know?
gonna start a basketball podcast.
Right. I'll start a basketball podcast instead. So going to do that. And then I've got career goals as well. But
Wow. What
Yeah.
number are you putting down?
I'm putting down, I don't know, 50 million podcasts. And
Whoa.
Wow. Dude,
Wow.
I would say that's too much content.
it's a lot of content. I think most people, if they watch what I did every week, they would say, Andrew, that's too much content.
That is, dude. Like how much you're producing and how much you're listening to. That's too much content.
It's a lot of content. I don't listen to as much as I used to.
Do you feel like you're hyper? Is it because your life felt too hyper specialized? If that makes sense. It was like everything you were putting out and taking in was about one thing a little too much, or you
Ye-
never felt like that?
I've never done this many podcasts before.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I'm always either thinking about content or I'm producing content or I'm hosting a show. So it's like just like this constant churn, which is great. Like it's the dream job. Like it's what I've always wanted to do. But listen to more music or audiobooks or
Right.
whatever, or
You should start gaming,
You should start gaming,
video gaming.
and you're not allowed to play 2K.
we played Mario Party the other night.
Oh, you do it, the new one, Superstars.
Yeah,
I-
very fun.
It's classic boards.
Yeah, it's a great game. Yeah, that was very fun. All right. I hope everybody has a great new year. We will not have a podcast next week. We will not have any podcast next week. This will probably be the first week in a very long time I will not have.
Are you like taking vacation?
I'm taking vacation.
Wow.
I am not doing any podcast next week, so you will not hear my voice. This will be the last time you hear my. Actually, no, that's not true. If you listen to Slam and Jam 2, which I recommend that you do, it's a really fun episode. Alex and I have already recorded it. That will drop tomorrow morning on the Athletic NBA Show feed. So be sure you're subscribed to the Athletic NBA Show so you can listen to that. Alex and I, we talk Utah Jazz. We give our turnaround team of the season. We both
the
make
Best Buy team of
the Best Buy team of the year.
Yeah.
So listen for that. And then it'll be a little while before I do another podcast. So taking some time off, catching my breath, and then going
And back to business.
back to business for
Luke-
2022.
Luke, what if we never hear from Andrew again though after this year?
Man, Andrew, if so, it's been a wild ride.
That's true, man. It's been great. Let's just say our goodbyes as if
It's over.
as if we
You
all.
guys want to see my view?
Yes,
Yeah.
show us your view. Elvin's got quite a view. One of the best views in OKC, I would say.
I feel like you're also showing us how your goals worked last year by showing us
What?
Your goals.
your financial goals.
These are no, they are not linked.
They're not linked.
They are not linked. All right. Everybody have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Thanks so much for listening to our show through the years. If you've just listened in 2021, thanks for listening. If you've listened through the years, which I know a lot of you have, we really appreciate you. Happy New Year, and we will talk to you guys again in a while.
It's been a pleasure.
Happy New Year! Yeah.